I don't think I've shared my house before. So this is where I live right now in College Grove, Tennessee. I live on a 1.7 acres. So in 2020, Danny and I put this greenhouse together. It's 20 by 40. He taught me how to drive his trailer. I went up to Kentucky. I got the kit, drove it down, and he and I took a long time, but we got it going. We threw some great dinner parties in there. So the Mennonites are here today, and they're taking this apart and they're gonna move it to the farm. 6:45 in the morning, and then through the trees here you can see this is the chicken coop too. Actually, the big one that's kind of the bigger one is where the hens stay. That's the coop Danny and I built, and then that little tiny one right there is what we used to call the meat motel. And that's where I would have my meat chickens, which I didn't do this fall because I've got too much going on. But yeah, this here's my yard, and it's gonna look a lot different in a couple hours. So the men wrapped that up in maybe like an hour. It took no time. And now we're here at the farm, and it's going on this pad. I'll walk down this slope here. It's going on this pad over here. So half of the pad is chert, and then half is soil that we put manure and wood chips on, because I'm gonna, try to grow in the ground on half, which I haven't done before, and then put raised beds or something on that part. So this will complete what's called the quad, right? Like, you got the long greenhouse, you've got the pole barn, you've got the shed. We've got the inspectors here, the supervisors, Baby and Jonah. So also on Monday, the guys started working on the big barn. So right now, getting the foundation set up. And when you look down, this is what you'll see. Well, the trailer's in the way, but there's the guys putting the greenhouse together. And so this will basically, forgive the generator noise, this is kind of like if you're in the main room of the big barn, your view is going to be here. And the guys started on the big barn this week. So here they are today. I think these are called stem walls, I'm not sure. Can't remember what Justin said, but got the rebar in. Nice loud generator. And that beeping is they're figuring out elevations right now. So this is, I'm standing right now in the main room of the big barn. And when you look out of it, this is what you'll see. The trailer's in the way, but you can see the men down there putting up the greenhouse. And yeah, so my hope is that this will be finished maybe by April, depending on weather. But yeah, here it is. It's kind of crazy. For a long time it was just a thing on paper. Now it's coming together. And here the guys, the builders, have the plans that Stacy, now Stacy is Jeff's daughter, Jeff is Danny's nephew. So I had some challenges with my architect, primarily about cost, not about talent, but having him finish out the plans became too prohibitively expensive. And so I was able to take his schematics and use a 1/8 inch scale ruler and translate it onto graph paper, old school. And then Stacy is an interior architecture student, so she has all of the software for CAD. And so I would hand draw it out, and then she would put it in CAD. And we were able to get it to a point where my builder could understand what I was trying to do. And it's kind of neat, seeing that right here. All the things I'm learning. All right, so here's the cement truck putting cement into this huge machine. I don't know the name of it, but this is actually going to shoot the cement into the trenches that the guys did with rebar. I don't know the right names. I guess to build the stem walls, because the concrete truck, the truck just doesn't get as far. So, wow. all the things to learn. So apparently, right, the cement truck can't reach into the troughs that the men dug for the foundation. So the cement truck, they have to load the cement from the truck into this huge machine right here. I don't know what it's called. And then this like spout will spray it into the troughs for the stem walls. So yeah, that thing is enormous. I've never seen that. And the Mennonites just left. This greenhouse looks so tiny compared to this enormous one. I'm gonna call this the big house, and I think this little one, I'll have to get on the other side of the shed. Let's see. I think this one becomes the dog house, huh? It's so tiny. It's 20 by 35. We had to shorten it up 5 feet because we were too close to the telephone pole. So this is the one that Danny and I built that was at my house. And they put it together very quickly. Now the plan in here is half is chert, half is manure and wood chips and topsoil. So I think I'm gonna grow in part of it in the ground and then maybe do raised beds, I'm not sure. So here's the truss. This was for the truss for the extra 5 feet that we had to take off. And yeah, so this completes what I would call the quad. There's a whole bunch of topsoil left to finish off the area back here that I think I'll do some pretty nice gardens, and I'm gonna do a raised bed of blueberries along the greenhouse as like a hedge, because I mean, these greenhouses are not attractive, so I want to hide it. And in the big greenhouse, they put the furnace in, and they put up a dividing wall so that the furnace is only going to heat half of this winter, because I don't want to pay to have it heated the whole time when I'm not going to be using, it's a big greenhouse, 84 feet long by 30. I'm not going to be using the whole space. So wow, lots going on. I've been working on repainting these gliders. I've got my laptop up there and trying to get some legal work done. Always something. You can see there, they're trying to line it up with the trenches that were dug. And there's rebar in them that the men finished up this morning. So, wow. There's the concrete. What's this called? A concrete pump. Okay. The boom. That's called a boom on a concrete pump.